It's Friday, it's lunchtime, it's time for ComedySportz. Please welcome to the field, Sean Mason. Who seems to still be on mute.
Yay! That went well. Hello. I'll start that again. Hello, welcome to ComedySportz on a Friday afternoon. We have two teams ready to make you laugh with their quick-witted gags and games. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hello, everyone that's watching along. It's good to see you. Some familiar faces. Yes, Jess O'Neill, thank you. Definitely nailed that. No one noticed. Let's just move on from that slightly embarrassing opening and bring on the teams.
Oh, well, our teams today. In the red side, we have Josie Throop and the team captain, Kate McCabe. On the blue side, we have Lucas Kirkby and the captain, Chris Tavener.
Hello.
It's Kate. Kate has disappeared. This is going well.
Oh man, am I on my own?
Right now.
Our plan has worked.
Well, the opening head-to-head was going to be I was going to challenge you to make a background and disappear into it.
I don't know. Do you want to?
Yay, Kate's back.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I'm gonna put my phone on flight mode just in case.
Yeah, this is going well. Kate and Josie and Lucas and Chris, what I'm going to ask you to do is pick a background, and you have to make yourself part of that image as best as possible, and then the audience will decide who did the better job. So
Okay.
Off you go. Felix, we'll have some music whilst they do that. So there we go. We have Kate doing her best Gargamel. Chris playing with I don't actually know real sports. I assume it's a football team.
I had to find your way, Kit, so it was blue.
Ah, there we go. Josie has proven that all dogs do go to heaven. And I suppose what is Lucas Kirkby, who seems to be playing Jeopardy there. So, audience, who do you think has done a better job of becoming part of the background? Is it the red team? Is it the blue team? Vote now.
Was he menacing some Smurfs?
I was to hold the laptop at arm's length to make this work, and it's a heavy laptop of my own.
This is the Smurfs killing me now! Oh
What's the answer?
no!
Well, so far we've only had one vote. We've had two votes now. One for blue, and one that says 1,000 times red. So, unless a load of blues are about to come in.
Electoral college situation. Is that what's going on here?
Oh no, a lot of blues have just come in.
Come on!
Yeah,
One red
democracy.
team because of the dog bark, but You know, I think it's got to be blue. It's going to be blue. Have just cinched that. So, blue team captain Chris, what would you like to play for the opening head-to-head?
How about we play the game of, I don't think we've done it live yet online, My Movie.
No, we have not. This is an online premiere. So if you sort your backgrounds out, I will get some suggestions.
I play for Bournemouth now.
So in the game of My Movie, we're going to need some initials. We've already got A and M. Roll, and then they retracted the A, so just M. We need some initials, and they're going to inspire some movie titles. And because we don't get to go to the cinema anymore, our players might make some movies for you right now. So let me see if we've got any more initials coming up. Still on M. So, B-E. We'll go with B-E to start whilst we wait for more initials to come in. Chris, B-E.
Basically, everyone.
Lucas, B-E.
Budgie eggs.
Josie, B-E.
Blinding Evelyn.
Blinding Evelyn. That sounds like a movie I might want to see. What's the tagline?
She used to be able to see, then I shone a torch in her face.
Red team, let's see it.
Well, I can see you've done quite a great job on your art project. Wait a second. Is this a counterfeit? Oh, my eyes! Please, take your phone flash off of me, for I am Evelyn.
Evelyn.
And cut. There we go. That was the film. Okay. Let's get some more initials. See if there's any more come in. There we go. Lots more have come in now. JM. Kate.
Just monkeys.
I would see that. What's the tagline?
It's children's focused sequel to Planet of the Apes, where it's a happy version of monkeys ruling the earth.
I don't want to see that now. That sounds boring. Chris, JM.
Julia's menacing.
She is. Lucas, JM.
Japanese moobs.
No. Josie, JM.
Judging monsters.
Judging was. Oh, okay. What's the tagline?
They're telling you your claws aren't sharp enough.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, I don't really like the monsters at this year's competition. What do you think, Mabel?
Well, I think they're going to have paws for claws because their nails are dreadful, Blob.
Oh, absolutely dreadful. Oh.
Let's ooze out of here to where there's cooler monsters.
Ooze, 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 ooze.
And that's a wrap. So let's Jam. Okay. What else we got? SW. Let's go with SW. Lucas.
South Wales.
What's the tagline, Lucas?
Not north, not east, not west, but South Wales.
Let's see it.
Oh, have you been to Conway? Have you been to Conway recently?
No, because that's in North Wales.
I know.
And scene. There we go. That was the movie is South Wales.
Geography is very funny.
Yes, TG, I think. Kate.
Tom golfs.
Yes, he does. Josie. TG.
Taming Gertrude.
Ooh, what's the tagline?
She used to be so tough, And then we went swimming.
Okay, I want to see it, but it's going to be Josie and Chris.
Look, Gertrude, I'm trying my best being your personal assistant, okay? Let's just do some exercise.
Oh, well, I'll try my best, but I'm a little bit... the water, it's so tepid.
Huh. Gertrude, I've never seen you like this before. You're normally just shouting at me.
I'm fearful of exercise. I saw Joe Wicks the other day and I fainted on my face.
I did as well, but not because I was scared. Look,
And normally
Gertrude.
when I really like Joe Wicks, I say, get a haircut! But not that day.
And scene. Tav, you do not get to tell people whether or not they should have a haircut.
And grow a beard. Two things.
Cool. We're gonna do one last one. We're gonna take ZZ or ZZ if we have any Americans watching. ZZ. Lucas.
Zebra Zumba.
What's the tagline?
They're a little bit out of shape, so they're going down to the local leisure centre on a Wednesday.
Okay, let's see it. Lucas and Kate.
Oh,
Do these stripes make me look fat?
no, they do a bit because they're horizontal. Now, I tell you what we can do. We can go down to the leisure centre and dance to some music.
Well, let's go then, cloppity clop clop.
Cut to the leisure centre.
Everyone doing Zumba.
I'm sorry that I broke your glass menagerie stand.
And that's a wrap. There we go. So, teams, thank you for those movies. Cannot wait to see any of them go direct to streaming. So, audience at home.
Streams is rubbish. Everyone knows that.
Yes. Could we get you to vote for who entertained you more for the opening 5 points? Was it the red team? Was it the blue team? Start voting now.
Do you think any of these are going to get in for award season? I know we've recently passed it, but next year?
It's far too early for awards season, but I particularly enjoyed the various levels of enthusiasm for Zebra Zumba. So let's see. We've got some votes coming in. Blue, red, blue, red. Very funny Zebra Zumba, but didn't say which team. Blue. Let's have a look. It's fairly even at the moment. It's all right, Lynn. Doesn't matter that you're late. Don't care if you've not seen the last game. Just vote for red or blue, regardless. Blue, red. It's looking very even split at the moment. But I think it is the red team.
Oh, thank goodness. A win.
Very close. A lot of people would like to see the full version of Taming Gertrude at some point. So, Kate, you won the opening game. Would you like to play or pass?
I think we should play.
Excellent. Blue team, make yourself scarce. Red team, what are you going to play?
We'd like to play the game of New Choice, referee Sean.
New Choice. Okay. So I'll get a suggestion. Let's get something that you might do as an outdoor activity, like an extreme activity, like kayaking, or something that isn't kayaking. So whilst we wait for the suggestions to come in, I will get. I'll explain the game.
Your hand is so terrifying right now, Sean.
Oh yes, I've done my nails. The for some reason the webcam is right next to the keyboard on this laptop, which is why you also get to see the bottom of my face a lot. So in the game of new choice, at any point I can change what has just been said. So Kate, how are you today?
Mediocre at best.
New choice.
I have a rash.
New choice.
I woke up with my hand in a peanut butter jar.
And that's why you have a rash. There we go. So when I hear something I like, we'll move on. Aggressive typing, yes. Extreme activity. Denzel Washington is not an extreme activity.
Well, depends how you do it.
A couple of mountain climbings, but terminal. I'm going to combine a few here because we've got a lot of climbing. We've got mountain climbing, giant climbing, terminal tree climbing. Let's have terminal giant climbing on a cliff. There you go. Everyone's
Terminal
happy.
giant climbing. Yeah.
Yeah. Red team, off you go.
Okay, Bessie, we are just about to the top. We are gonna get to the Magic Kingdom where the giant lives.
Oh, I can't do it anymore. Harry, I can't. Go on without me.
Bessie, I would never leave you. I will drag you up this vine.
Look, John, you're just such a better climber than me. I should just give up climbing.
I'm not sure you should give up climbing. I can't harvest as much gold when I'm up there if it's just me.
And you should keep all the gold for yourself.
Josie, new choice.
Well, at least save a bit of gold for me.
New choice.
We don't care about gold. All we care about is fishing down in the valley.
You're right. All we do care about as a people is fishing down in the valley. I let my ambitions get in the way of what true happiness is.
Kate, new choice.
I let my ambitions get in the way of this picture I'm trying to paint.
Kate, new choice.
I let my ambition get in the way of this obstacle course I designed for my dog. You see, it's got a tire swing. It's got a frisbee pile. No, I should really focus on that.
Yeah, I did wonder why Fido had followed us up the mountain.
Josie, new choice.
Yeah, it really smells of wet dog in the whole village.
I'm really sorry about that. Oh no, my grip is loosening. Oh, I'm falling. Whoa!
No, wait, I've got you. Yeah.
Josie, new way of catching Kate.
No, wait.
Oh, my leg! I'm hanging upside down.
Kate, new choice.
My leg! It fell off. I'm continuing to fall.
Kate, new way of falling.
Woo! Catching some air. Can't wait to get to the village to go fishing again and play with my dog.
There we go. That is the game of new choice. So, audience, keep that in your mind. For you will be voting on that shortly. But we're going to bring back the blue team and say goodbye to the red team. Blue team, Chris, what would you like to play to compete that game of new choice?
Listen, I think me and Lucas, we can help people out there. So we want to play the game of, believe it or not, advice panel.
Game of advice panel. Excellent. So the first thing I'm going to need from you, our audience, are some types and professions, some jobs that people might have. So if we can get a couple of jobs, please. and then we will be coming to you for your questions, things that you want advice on. So you can start typing those into the chat as well. Oh, I need to cough. It's all right. It's not a bad cough. Just a dry throat. So we've donut filler is the first one I've seen. Chris, you're going to be a donut filler.
Cool. Okay.
And we'll meet your character in a second. And Lucas, I like this one from Jess. You're going to be that one guy at the bowling alley. So
Okay.
thank you for all those jobs. Brilliant jobs. I might come back to them in a bit. But if we can start getting some questions, things that you want advice on in the chat. But in the meantime, Chris and Lucas, would you like to introduce yourselves?
No, do Lucas first.
Lucas, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, all right. My name's Spinning Steve, member of the Premier League bowling team, known for my spins where I do it on the side and then it goes in from the side spinning.
Okay. And Chris?
My name is Gerald, and I am a donut specialist. I don't think there's anything in life that can't be improved with a little sweet treat.
Well, I'm really excited to see what you have for us today. So the first question that we've come in is a question that is on a lot of people's minds. How can I tell what day it is? We'll get the answer second, but let's get some more questions, please. Chris, if you'd like to tell us, how can we tell what day it is?
Well, obviously, we all have our favorite breakfast donuts, and I like to make sure I have a specific one for each day. Monday is a cruller. Tuesday is strawberry cream. Today, of course, is Friday because I had one covered in soil. It's an artisan creation, but when you have your soil donut, it's a Friday. So donuts can help you tell the time of the week.
There we go. Thank you. Same question to you, Lucas.
Well, what you do is when you've done your bowl, you bowl it, you see how you've got on. Usually for me, it's a strike or an X as it's shown on the screen. And you look at that screen and in the corner, it should have the day's date. So just look at that.
There we go. Thank you. Another question, one that I've had at least for the last 15 minutes. What is happening here? Chris, we'll go to you first.
Well, what is happening here is we are making delicious donuts. And the little bakes. Now, you might be thinking, aren't donuts fattening? And you'd be an idiot to think that. Donuts are absolutely fine. It's all the other food, fruit, very high in sugar. Just get your fructose levels from the strawberry fruit contained within a donut. So this is what we're doing is creating donuts and lifestyles and happiness. I am happy.
And Lucas, same question.
Well, what's happening here is not very much at the minute. There's nobody else here. Don't know why. Had to kind of break in because you've got to get me practicing for the big matches. But yeah, no idea why nobody's here.
All right. Don't really know how to break this to you. So we'll move on. This is a question from Mary Ann. One that I've really been struggling with. How do I keep my cat from interrupting me while I try to work from home? And we'll go to you, Lucas, first.
Well, what I like to do is I like to go like that, grab the cat, and then I slide it along the floor into the kitchen with a bit of a spin. That should keep her out of the way for a bit.
Okay, and Chris.
Well, what you want to do is distract them. I would do this with a fishy treat. What sort of treat, you ask? A donut. That's what you could do, a little fish-based donut, and they'll be eating that. They'll be happy. Now, if after they consume this donut, they should sleep for at least 3 days. It's very bad for them. But if they don't, try taking a cat and baking them in a donut. I mean, that's only if you're really angry, if you go full on Denzel Washington. Then if you do, bake them in a donut. Essentially, you killed the cat. Donuts.
Right. Okay. I hope that's helped in some way. I think we've got time for one last question. This one again. Oh no! This one. Can you bowl with a donut, Chris?
You can bowl with a donut. Donuts got in a bowl. Those are your different options. And what you want to do is get a ring donut and make sure that it is perfectly smooth edges, which you can get if you come to a master donut maker, FYI. Or indeed, why not try eating a donut the size of a bowling ball?
Okay, and again, same question to Lucas.
Can you bowl with a donut? You know, it's been tried. It's been tried. Normally with a ringless donut, you can fashion it into the shape of the ball, pop 3 holes in with a pencil, and you can kind of do it all right. But as we all know, you know, those kind of donuts are the shape and size for the other type of bowling, the crown green bowling, with obviously custard for yellow, jam for red, and chocolate for the jack.
Well,
and genteel.
There we go. I hope all of those answers were in some way helpful. I somehow suspect they weren't, and I'm starting to worry about Chris. So we'll bring back all the teams, and I'll go to you, our audience, to vote for who entertained you more. Was it the blue team with advice panel, or was it the red team with new choice? Start voting now.
Can you see all the sun lines on my face from the blinds?
I can. I was worried like you'd got a really weird tan.
I am in a Hitchcock film all the time.
Okay, Lucas is gone. Lucas has gone bowling.
He went to get snacks, nachos.
Cool. Let's see if the points have come in. Blue, 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 blue. It is overwhelmingly, I think, going to be the blue team, especially for the invention of fish donuts, which is how far into the lockdown we are that we're starting to consider fish donuts. So that is
any kind of experience. That's anything new.
Yeah, anything at this point. Speaking of new, that means we have new scores. So Felix, what are the scores?
The scores are 5 each for the blue and the red team.
Oh, that is exciting and makes the last half an hour pointless. So what would you like? Chris, you just won that. Would you like to play or pass?
You know what? We'll play.
You're going to play. Excellent. Red team, off you go. Blue team, what are you going to play?
Well, you know what? I fancy playing a guessing game, actually. Fancy playing the game of Uber driver.
Excellent. And who is going to guess?
Who is going to guess? Lucas, do you want to guess or shall I? What is your
I'll
preference?
guess.
Excellent.
Okay, Lucas will guess.
So, Lucas, you just need to close your eyes for the next 3 to 5 minutes. Audience, we're going to need from you a few things in the chat. So, Chris is going to be an Uber driver, but he's going to have a job outside of driving his taxi. Then we are going to need what his pet hate is, because all taxi drivers have a pet hate. And we're also going to need the celebrity that he had in the back of his taxi just the other day. So start filling those into the chat. And whilst we wait for those to come in, I'll talk about some other things that we have coming up this weekend. So obviously we have today's show. I hope you're having fun, you're enjoying it. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. British time, we have a match against ComedySportz Chicago, which is going to be a really exciting game, with getting to play with teams all over the world. And then at 9 p.m, we're taking part in the Couch Potato Comedy Festival, which is going to be a 24-hour broadcast with comedy shows from all over the world, from Manchester to Dubai and other places. There's quite a lot of places in the world, and they're going to be streaming for 24 hours. Each show gets an hour slot. We're going to be on Saturday at 9 p.m. British time. We'll be streaming that from our Facebook. You can also find out more about Couch Potato Comedy Festival by Googling that. Can't guarantee, unfortunately, that all the shows are going to be family friendly. In fact, it's probably safe to assume they won't be. But if you are looking to catch up with comedy all over the world, that's going to be a really exciting thing that we're looking forward to being part of. We also do workshops, but I'm just going to get in some of these suggestions, which are brilliant. Okay. Yeah. Whilst I do this, I'm going to tell you about our workshop. So we are doing a workshop tomorrow, 3 till 5 p.m, which is all on online improv games. If you want to join in, play some of the games you've been playing here, you can. But if you'd like to maybe do a slightly longer course, we are doing a 4-week stand-up course, which is going to be entirely online. That starts on Monday, and you can find more details at our website, and I'll put that into the chat in a bit. But I've got what the things are going to be now. So thanks for all of your suggestions. Lucas is reading a book, and Chris, I'm going to hold up who you are in a second. Just bear with me. There we go. There's my house. Can you see that? So this is what you are.
Yeah.
This is what you hate.
Okay.
And this is who was in the back of your taxi.
Okay.
There we go. So I'll just bring up the background again. This really, there we go. Don't want you to see too much into our real lives. So Lucas, you can put down your book. What are you reading, Lucas?
World Without End by Ken Follett.
As we call it now, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you have 3 minutes to guess all of these things. Your time starts now.
All right, Gavner, come on, get in the car. You need a lift.
I always love pretending I'm driving when I get in a taxi.
No, you're not driving. I am, Governor. Oh, come on, Poppins. Come on, Poppins. In you come.
Just to the town hall, please. Just to the town hall.
Right. Well, I'll just whiz along there. Nice. What do you think of the car? Is it clean enough for you? Do you think?
Hey, I think it's good. You know, it's great having Dick Van Dyke as my taxi driver.
Oh no, Governor, no, Governor. I mean, he once portrayed the likes of me.
Oh, it's sorry, Bert. It's Bert, isn't it?
No, just my profession. What I do when I'm not driving.
Oh, my apologies. You're a chimney sweep.
Yeah, I am.
That's correct.
Ah.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so it's just the next left here, I think.
Right. Okay. Oh, I don't like. Where are these trees? I tell you what. There's something that really terrifies me. I don't know if you have deep-seated fears.
Oh, yeah, I do. A few. Yeah.
I hope you dusted, because it's springtime at the moment. I hope you dusted yourself off before you got in the car.
Oh, I think I'm the same as you. I'm absolutely terrified of pollen.
Oh, well, no, that's a bit too mainstream for me and my sneezing issues here. In fact, I hate this stuff so much that I refuse to watch 90s sitcoms featuring teenage girl protagonists.
A minute and a half left.
Right, okay. Yes. Right.
Hey, My Two Dads is all right. I don't mind that one, but no, you know.
Right, so it's something that you'd find in a forest, is it?
Yeah, sort of, just falls down. Sometimes it's, in fact, when I have pie, I don't mind having apple, but I won't have cherry because I don't like what follows that.
Oh, right. Oh, you're scared of blossom.
Yeah, don't even
say. Sorry. Don't mean
1 minute left.
Don't mean to scare you. Right, you've missed the turning. It was
sorry. If only I could turn back time. Honestly, I would go down that turning. You never get to the back of my cab the other day.
I know you. You're the one who was driving Cher around.
That's me, Sonny. Yeah.
There we go. That's a shame that Lucas got it before Chris was forced to do a Cher impression.
Oh wait. I'm not sure what. Can you give me another clue, Chris? I'm not sure who the celebrity is.
If only I had a leather jacket, a stripped down some underwear, and it looked great. But
yeah, well,
I'll also be on a ship.
Yeah, I'll just imagine that while you're doing the singing.
There we go.
Oh yeah, it's Zippy from Rainbow.
There we go. So, Lucas, what is Chris's day job?
He is a chimney sweep.
What did he hate?
Blossom.
Yeah. I'd give you a bonus point for the deep 90s sitcom cut, but I'm not going to. And who was he driving just the other day?
It is the amazing singer known as Cher.
There we go. Well, we'll let the audience mull on that. Hopefully not too long on the image of Chris dressed as Cher. And we'll bring in the red team for a bit of a mental palate cleanser. So, red team, what are you going to play to combat that?
Well, I think the public seemed to like learning from advice panel. So I think we should do some instruction with public information film.
Excellent. Right. So, audience, what we're going to need from you is something that Kate and Josie are going to be providing the commentary, the voiceover for public information from that, the kind of one you used to get back in the past, that would tell you to stay indoors and all that stuff. So what are they going to be giving us an instructional video on? That's what we need from you. And we'll wait for those to come in. Kate and Josie, can either of you do a Cher impression?
If I could turn back time. How's that? Woo!
It was great until it became Michael Jackson at the end. Cool. Hello, Nico. Don't worry about being late. Just throw in. Haha. Right. Yes, here's what we're going to do. It's the first one that came in. I like it. It's very specific, probably too specific for the video, so that'll be fun. How to stop getting struck by lightning is going to be the film. Team, are you ready?
Yes.
Felix is going to start the video. Off we go.
Increasingly, stay-at-home and factory-working people are worried about how to avoid being struck by lightning bolts.
Even when you think that you're safe inside your home, you never know who is lurking behind you, waiting to set you up for a lightning strike. This woman is handing this man a metal rod, which he will, unbeknownst to himself, carry for the entire day, causing lightning to hit him later.
He has evil plans of revenge because he believes that this woman who hasn't looked at him in the eyes since Tuesday actually stole formulas.
Yes, that's right. And that's why he and this lady he's with here are hatching a plan. They're going straight to the personnel manager to sort this out.
Come in, Brad, says the personnel manager. Here we are, 2 members of the Freemasons running the world. Have a seat, please.
Why, thank you. You see, people are trying to get me set up for a lightning strike. It's terrible.
Well, that's no good, Brad, said the boss. I know. But it's time we showed these people a lesson. And the lesson is how to avoid getting struck by nature's Zeus cannon.
You mean lightning?
Yes, I usually mean lightning, but I like to call it Zeus cannon. Can't you see?
Wow. Zeus cannon.
Yes, wow.
Sounds good. When you put it like that, I wouldn't mind being struck by lightning.
Well, that's your secret, Brad. And everyone has hobbies, and everyone has things that make them feel more charged at home and in the workplace. But one way that you can avoid getting struck by lightning is having deep, meaningful, and revealing conversations with your boss at his desk.
Once you've had that kind of conversation, it's important that you make sure the people you're surrounding yourself with don't have electric personalities.
You should also decide to wear a fun shirt on Casual Friday, even if everyone else is wearing what looks like a bathrobe.
Yes. Make sure to surround yourself with people who wear bathrobes. These are very dull, uninteresting people who don't have electric personalities, which, as we all know, cause lightning strikes.
And never share your clipboard. Keep it close to you. Make sure that you don't give Florence the secrets.
Florence may ask, please let me share your clipboard, but you have to tell her no and be very firm about it.
Meanwhile, if you do feel a storm coming on, don't forget to go to your safe place, which is to the conversation with your boss at his desk. Tell him your favorite golf joke. He'll like it.
Once you've told that golf joke, it's time to go back to one of your boring friends. Oh, but what if your boring friend is talking to someone in quite an exciting dress, belted at the waist?
It sounds like they're all going to go and tell golf jokes at some exciting club. But be careful at a golf course. If storm conditions are rolling in, you want to make sure not to use any of your metal clubs.
Why?
There we go.
Tell golf jokes.
Think we learned something there. So it's don't get struck by lightning. Have a deep personal conversation with your employer. So we'll bring back both the teams. There we go. And we're going to go to you, the audience, to decide who entertained you more then. Was it the blue team with Uber driver, or was it the red team with public information film? Start voting now. Well, We've got early ones for the Reds, Blues, Reds. Very, very even at the moment. Apart from the fact that Red have more. Red.
I wish lightning could strike me.
Well, it's more Reds. Very even match today. It's actually I'm actually having to do actual counting. I think just there's very little in it. I think that was the blue team.
Wow.
There we go. So what has that done to these scores?
I'll tell you what it's done. It's told me the public don't like learning from winning.
About lightning, the red team have 5 points and the blue team have 10 points.
Well, there we go. That brings us up to our final game. You know what? I was going to give the blue team a bonus point for the share impression, but actually, I'm going to give it to the red team because their share impression was a lot less disturbing. So let's give the red team an extra point there.
Thank you.
Point added.
Namaste.
It's okay. That's my work as an ally done. So let's get on with the final game. Chris, you're in the lead. What do you want to play as a final head-to-head, the last chance game?
We're going to play a game with a title as such that nobody's allowed to do at the moment, and that's Road Trip.
Road Trip, excellent. Right, from our audience, what I'm going to need from you is objects that, so like in America, there's always like the world's biggest ball of string or the world's biggest hamster cage, things like that, things that you can go and visit. And let's maybe get a couple of real places that you might want to go and visit as well. So objects that you might find at home, or maybe a couple of real places. Let's just mix it up, and we will see what happens. Kate, whilst we're waiting for some suggestions to come in, do you want to plug the stand-up course, seeing as you're teaching it?
Do I? I'd love to plug the stand-up course. Normally, the course is an 8-week course, but we are condensing it, and we are also condensing the numbers so that people get a better online experience. We don't want to overcrowd it. So it's going to be delivered via Zoom. It's only an hour on a Monday night, and then we have a little bit of a feedback session for 5-10 minutes per person scheduled in for either after the meeting or later on in the week. And you'll learn how to develop different types of jokes, your comedy persona. You're going to learn some great writing techniques that are not just good for stand-up. They're great for all types of writing. And you'll learn some more presentation and public speaking skills. It'll be great fun. And I know I'm biased, but well worth the money. So jump on board, get on to comedysportz.co.uk online to register your interest with that course.
There you go. And that starts on Monday. And that was perfectly timing because we've now got lots of suggestions. So keep sending those in. And I'll give an example of what the game's going to be. So our players now are going to be put upon parents at the front of the car with children mucking about behind them. They're going to say, let's say the suggestion was doctors. They would say, if you don't stop mucking about, we're not going to the doctors. I'm going to turn this car around. And then I would shout, but why? And then they would say something like, because I'm running out of patience. That kind of thing. So, pretty sure this isn't the bad cough, by the way, if anyone is worrying.
But there's no way of knowing.
There is no way of knowing. I've just got incredibly dry throat. So, yes, we're going to go to the world's biggest Zoom meeting. Off you go.
Hang on.
If you kids don't pack it in, we're not going to go to the world's biggest Zoom meeting.
But
Oh,
why?
Why?
Seriously, shut up, or else I'll put you on mute.
If you don't pipe down back there, we're not gonna go to the world's biggest Zoom meeting.
But why?
I ate some bad burritos. My tummy's feeling really Skypey.
If you don't pack it in, we're turning this car around.
But why?
Well, if it's the world's biggest Zoom meeting, we actually do need to be back home. Quick!
If
Cool,
you
right.
don't pack it in, I'm turning this car around.
But why?
It's so annoying on Zoom when people are always opening and closing the windows.
Felix, I trust that you are keeping track of
I
every
am indeed.
joke that is made. So let's get some more. I like this one. Garden gnome. Garden gnome.
If you don't pack it in back there, we're not gonna go see the world's biggest garden gnome.
But why?
Well, when it comes to ruining kids' days, I can't help my elf.
That's
Yo,
it.
kids, you better be keep quiet, or else I will put a cap in your backside.
If you don't pack it in back there, we're not gonna go see the world's biggest garden gnome.
But why?
Because gnome means gnome.
Shall I do my one, or is it just me being weird and then waiting for reaction that never happened?
Go on, Chris.
It was about a silent G. It was a gangster reference. It wasn't even that good. But I just want to explain I'm not having a breakdown.
I don't believe you.
I think we're all having a breakdown.
I've got one. If you guys don't stop messing around, I'm gonna turn this car around.
But why?
Because I really want to be in the other porcelain.
We're going to mix it up. We're going to go to dog bed.
If you don't pack it in back there, we're not gonna go see the dog bed museum.
But why?
Because like I said before, my stomach has the Skypes. I gotta go for a poodle.
If you kids don't pack it in, I'm going to turn this car around and we're not going to see the world's biggest dog bed.
But why?
Because you're all annoying me in this car, my Rover.
If you don't stop messing around, I'm turning this car around. We're not even going to the biggest dog bed in the world.
But why?
Because I'm furry annoyed.
If you don't turn this car, shut up back there. I'm gonna turn this car around. We're not gonna see the biggest dog bed.
But why?
Because we've got pets at home.
There we go. We're going to end it there. We had loads of great suggestions. Kate high-fiving herself.
I love that Kate, in her background, has actually turned her car around.
I am a little concerned that no one is driving the car right now. So that is concerning. Felix is going to very quickly tot up the scores. Thank you for all your suggestions. We had loads of great suggestions. We just don't have the time or the energy to go through all of them. We, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. British time, with a fantastic match against ComedySportz Chicago. At 9 p.m. British time, we're going to be taking part in the Couch Potato Comedy Festival. All these details are going to go on our Facebook this afternoon. I think that's all we need to plug. Other than we will be back with our lunchtime shows next Monday. We're going to keep doing these Monday, Wednesday, Friday lunchtimes, at least for another week or so, and then maybe we'll be allowed to go outside. But until then, we won't. Felix, have I done enough padding for you to do the maths?
Yes, I've done all my maths.
Excellent. We've also got a couple of people, Felix, would love to see your face. So maybe we'll see that before we go.
I don't actually have a webcam at the moment.
Then we will leave it to the audience's imagination, and maybe next week they can see your face. But right now, you're
Cliffhanger.
It's really exciting. Who is he? Who is he kind of film? So, Felix, what were the final scores?
Well, the blue team walked forward 5 times in total, giving them 15 points, and the red team moved forward once. Oh, no, not minus. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, and that was it. So the blue team wins!
Blue team wins! There we go.
Well done.
Here we go. Shout out as well to Jess O'Neill for Pets at Gnome, which was a fantastic blending of all.
Hi, Jess.
So thank you very much for sticking around. Like I say, these shows are free to watch. But if you have enjoyed it, if you've been enjoying the shows, you can donate at comedysportz.co.uk/virtual. If you donate £10 or above, or £15 if you're overseas, we will post you some Comedy Sports goodies, which we will wipe down before we send them. And if you have been enjoying the shows, please do tell people. The best way we can spread the word. So I got distracted by Lucas because he's made his background the Overlook Hotel, and he keeps fading in and out of it like an actual ghost. So as I was saying, if you have been enjoying the matches, spread the word. Tell anyone who's stuck at home, any families looking for things to do, please do spread the word. Otherwise, we will see you soon. But finally, let's say goodbye to all of our players today.
On the red team, the losers, Josie Throop and Kate McCabe.
Hi.
On the blue team, Lucas Kirkby and the captain, Chris Tavener. Your ref has been Sean Mason, and I've been Felix Janeway.
Bye.
Bye.